How are we living, boys? I'm going to show you why you are terrible at using Briar's R. I'm not going to lie. So much cope is spewed on Reddit and the Briarman's Discord, and even my Discord at times. Which, by the way, if you're not in my Discord, you're kind of trolling, because that's like the easiest way to get fast question answers and just an awesome community. Lock it in. But yeah, no, everyone just copes about this spell, thinking it's so much worse than what it is. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually so sick of it that I'm sitting here and I'm making a YouTube video about it because, dude, this spell is not bad. Everyone just thinks of it so linear, man. Everyone only thinks about the full cross map R into, wow, I do so much damage and my life is great. Sorry, camera. And wow, my life is so much more perfect now. I just full cleared the top side, ulted bot, did another full clear, and oh my god, I'm the best player on earth. And it's, dude, just get out of here. There's so many other ways. And hopefully I can highlight them for you in-game, but if not, I'm just going to tell you them off the jump, just in case you're, you got a little TikTok brain working, like me, sometimes, hey, sometimes, man, we do a little bit of brain rotting. I'm not above it. So you have Demon Combo always, right? If you eat someone into the wall, you can choose to R them, and that is always a confirmed hit, because the cast time is, I believe, 1.25 or 1.15, and the stun is 1.5, so you flat out can always solo confirm it. Flat out, there's no BS, there's no cope, it's just a fact. You also have mini demon combo, which is when you just Q someone and then go for R. It's definitely they could flash it, but the reality of it is that most of the times they're not going to have flash because it's 5-minute cooldown, or they might not know, the angle it might still hit. There's a ton to it. And then you have other times like when Bork procs the 30%. Let me finish this clear real quick. So Bork or red buff, right, have a slow on them, and that can enhance your ability to hit R because, well, they're slow. So if you ever hit them, like you hit, Q or auto or something like that. Where's my music at? There you go. So if you do any of those things, odds are the R is easier to hit, and then you get a free ultimate, which is basically a death sentence. Or it's a, how do you say, a certain death. Now, top lane wave is pushing in. We would like to gank him on that, but we kind of need it to be a little bit closer to us. Now, this guy can't really skirmish with us. We're just trying to keep him from ganking our top laner. If he goes into the wall, that's good. If not, it's fine. Again, we're simply just keeping him from hitting our top laner. Now, going double crab is the right decision here because, 24 farms, so he path top, just like me. Again, if we can't do anything here, we're just going to actually straight walk away. And that's okay. Skarner's reset is above us right now. So what we want to do is we want to get our reset done ASAP after this. You could smite here. I don't think it's that good. So just QE, put it into the wall. Rise just went and warded somewhere around here. I'm going to take the extra camp because this is basically what's been happening in Worlds right now. If you're watching Worlds going on. And a lot of Korean and Chinese junglers are actually prioritizing grubs just because of the way that they work in lane swap meta and the fact that, when Worlds players, right, when pros are swapping objectives, a lot of the time hitting turrets, getting more plates, getting those turrets, in solo queue you're going to be given a lot more opportunity to, hit a turret for free. Well, in pro play you obviously won't, so grubs kind of scale up in that way because you're going to be doing more damage, getting more gold, and so on. And that will ensure the dragons for you because you'll be stronger for the fight. So I know that's kind of a lengthy way to explain it, but just kind of what's going on. I think, each server does play very differently. So NA plays different from EU, right? EU's kind of been sought, or rather said to be like very passive with a lot of like more confirmed gameplay, less random flips. NA has a lot of TDM, right? That's our thing. Korea is TDM, but with good macro. And Chinese Super Server is actually the most aggressive, where they're playing TDM, but again, they're like the best players playing it, right? So, Korea and China at least. But their thing is that they will like invade every game. Level 2 invade for junglers. I mean, they do every single thing. Now, they just scried, so you know that I was here. Or I guess technically it could have been mine. That was close. This guy's on double ruby, so we definitely win the damage fight, but wait to see. My top lane's fighting. I'm just going to walk to that. We already got one of the grubs. And we're not on a timer here. Nice. You can tap E for slow here, but I think it's pretty useless. So I'm just going to keep my E cooldown and keep it going. And this is, again, like... Oh, I'm going to show you a little cool thing here. You see him? Okay, never mind. Again, you should always be looking for angles like that. Now, because he didn't walk into there, you know that he's sitting on that tri-bush. So you can ping that to your teammate. Go for the grub, and you are fine. But yeah, so they haven't nerfed experience, right, since last split to this split. So farming is still just as OP as it always was. Again, I hate the people that try and say, like, the game changed. Okay, so this is mini demon combo, by the way. Oh, just kidding. We might have to dip. Uh-huh. See ya. That was free. And I got the grubs. They do get the crab. You can ult in if Skarner goes to fight your boy. Try and keep it right there, maybe. Big fear. Stun him into my boy's W. Nice. Oh my god. I think he might actually just kill us, so we gotta run. Nice. Huge. Nice. There we go. And again, I'm playing Bork by Cleaver. I think it's important to talk about builds, but if you haven't, just check the guide. The guide just summarizes every build. But yeah, so, right, using R there, it's important to, one, I think the short range to medium range Rs are so much better than a cross map. So like right here, I use it from Krugs to here, right? The difference of like people figuring out where the ult is coming from is huge. One random ward, if you're doing a cross map, shows the whole trajectory. If they have this randomly warded, their mid laner decided to take it. I shot from red to bot lane and they saw it here. They would know exactly who it's going to, and then they can just dodge accordingly. But I think that people, you know, tend to forget that you have options with your ultimate, and top lane's the best at showing off when you W, right? So like think about it. I'll actually simulate it on here, right? So if I was taking a short trade on top lane, I would W, auto Q, auto W2, and then I'd buffer my R right then. And if you click those buttons fast enough, they get out of the stun. But again, if you have Bork, they're slowed. But in general, it's just a fat hitbox. You just shoot it at them. They see you just standing there because you're casting R, and it's like not registering as much. Like sure, they're hearing the sound effect, but they've never seen Briars use ultimate melee range like that. People don't understand how actually potent of a spell using your ult in front of them is, because it's a lot easier to dodge when you're expecting it, but no one expects Briars to mid combo, right? Mid W, mid Q, all that mid combo use R. So on more ways than one, you have demon combo, mini demon combo, slows confirming it, and then you also have, you know, this weird like unexpected I'm shooting ult and I'm mid combo. You're not even close to understanding that that's coming. And that's what I think a lot of people cope about, is they're just like always shooting for like, you know, these mid-range, long-range Rs. I think they're terrible. If you can afford to do it at times, that's good, right? Oh my god, I have a free R here. I'm just going to take it. Good. But, yeah. And like what's free? Free is like I'm going to recall, or I just bought, you know, I have a ton of CDR in my build. Or, like, I'm going to shoot an R before I full clear. And it's like, you know, at worst the R misses and then I just full clear regardless. Like, stuff like that. Now, free is like, you know, tough to know at times because you never know what's behind the door till you open it. But more times than not, if you read the flow of a game correctly, you can find some Rs that you can just shoot as Hawk shots, right? As Hawk 2 shots. Sorry. My bad. Going to get flamed for that. Sorry to the 30-year-old that's going to flame me. I'm so sorry, man. But yeah. So right here, I mean, this is a pretty standard game. We're against double tank, and even Rise gets tons of health. So definitely a Bork game for these. And then you have the option to go Serpent's Fang. I'm not the biggest fan of Briar going Serpent's Fang. If there's someone that applies it better, always let them do it, right? But if you snowball hard enough, you can get the recall pretty well, but you always need Bork by Cleaver together against tanks. It's just the best 2-item combo killing them ever. But yeah, so there's the cap being cut is, again, like, you know, how would you say it? Like, right, a good craftsman never blames his tools, right? Like, I'm not mad at the hammer for my inability to use it correctly, right? That's just not real. I would prefer to just learn how to use the hammer better. And again, I always ping where I'm shooting it for my team to try and work with that information. So, like, they're not stepping up in a time when it's not going to hit because they think it's going to hit. Right? If I keep it real with them, it's not even close. Me and Real definitely saved this guy. Maybe not. That kid got cooked. Now, again, how do you take this wave and your teammate not get mad? Right? It's just because the wave's going in. Right? The wave is going in to their turret. They lose that, and it's... Nice. Sorry, had to lock in real quick. But yeah, no, so right, I'm not taking the minions from him. He wasn't going to get those. So it's the only time that you can take that. I know some of you have taken a wave and then your laner actually rage quit. It's probably because you took it at the wrong time, right? You probably ganked, killed his laner, and then took the wave too. And it's like, whoa, you just got the money for the kill and then took my wave? That feels like a war crime to laners. Again, stuff like this. I don't know, man. Just trying to be a little annoying. Now, right there, I wait to W2 until Volibear is on top of the grub. That way I can get the AoE damage. You gonna ult away? What is blood cooking? I don't really have anything. So, right, go back and watch that grub. I didn't use W2 until Volibear was on top of it. Because I wasn't able to use just WQ on the grub, I wanted to still give myself fighting chance to hit it. So I did exactly that. Now luckily Skarner went Heartsteel into Bramble, so we are doing just fine. I think plays like this are okay. If you want to get a little crazy, which you can do. Oh, never mind, ATP'd. Never mind. I was going to hop this wall and then slide into this bush through the top here, get into that bush, and then me and my set would gank this guy. But he TP'd. Of course, I'm not perfectly tracking his TP. I think this is the best recall that you can get when you're going Black Cleaver. Because, again, remember, Black Cleaver has 40 AD. If you get Pickaxe, right, this is 3k gold. Pickaxe is 25 of the AD for 900. Let's round up, say 900 gold. So, like, effectively, you get most of the damage. Phoenix is living the dream. So, you get most of the damage of Black Cleaver on just 900 gold. And then you buy double Ruby Crystal. Now look at what I just spent, right? I get 300 health out of 400, and I get 25 AD out of 40, and all I had to spend was a fraction of the cost, like 60%. So that's where like item efficiency comes in, where like Pickaxe is more efficient for raw damage than things with, split stats. I know it's not crazy to hear, but a lot of people I find will be like really weird about the recalls and like try and buy like, Longsword, double ruby, and glowing moat, and it's like, dude, sure, maybe getting 4 items looks better than grabbing 3 because now your inventory is more full, but in terms of the legitimacy, it's not that good. And that might seem obvious to you, but you might not realize that you're doing it when you in fact are. Now we have 30 seconds to this dragon. I'm going to ping to my team that I want to do that, and then I'm going to start pathing down. And I'm going to hover my R. I have R right now. This guy should die. The moment that Rel stuns him, I'm there. So I'll shoot it. Unlucky, but you know what? It worked out. There you go. There you go. We can definitely kill this. Rel wraps around. He has to have flash. I'll take that. Thank you. Again, he doesn't have Inspiration Tree, so that's 5 minutes. So we know that Rise's flash is 20 minutes, 3 seconds. Rise up. Sometimes if I have the capacity to, I will try and throw timers like that. I don't think it is realistic for jungle to always be tracking stuff like that. This is more for like the competitive player, right? If you want to track sums, it's super good, especially for your team to type it. But the reality is, not everyone has the capacity to type and play, and not grief themselves while doing it. So only do what you have the capacity for. Now I'm going to try and greet his raptors here because my only camp is wolves. So if I wanted just one camp, I could go get wolves, but this camp is worth double. Because it's money he's not getting, it's money I am. Now I do have my items, so I might as well just leave. I'm going to be going cloth armor here. Now I'm going to be honest, a lot of people try and argue stats to me, and I like that because it does keep me humble. Don't stop. But let me just keep it very real with you guys because I played this game for 13 years. Right now, tabbies, or plated steel caps, and then sterics into Spirit Visage is enough armor, MR, and just flat out utility with the shield and the extra healing to like flat out. So right here, this is fast combo, right? Because again, the Bork procs, so I get to confirm my own R. I just use all my spells. They're all coming back up, right? And then you just do nothing, right? Like I'm just doing nothing. Why? Because I can't lose it. So that short combo, you use that a lot in 1v1s. And again, because this is attacking champion 3 times. So W, auto, Q, auto W2, that's 3. It'll slow and you're already buffering your R, and the slow's still proccing. And the idea is it works with everything, right? Red buff, everything like that. It's all the same. I think my boy is gone. Just going to take my camps here. Skarner's really good in the meta right now, but I'm going to be honest. Briar shouldn't be getting countered by tanks. If you're getting countered by tanks, it's because you put yourself in risky positions too much. Whereas, you know, that's kind of the thing about jungle, is you have to be in the right place at the right time. So if they're in the wrong place, you have to identify why you thought that was the right place. And if you didn't think it was the right place, then you weren't thinking enough. Dude, too many people try and just not think their way, right? AFK brain or, you know, autopilot play League. And it's like, unfortunately, jungle is the worst thing to do. Like, if you want to play autopilot, pick up a second account, okay? Pick up a second account and, like, play something more autopilotable, like Yumi. But it's like, but I want to play jungle and do this, and it's like, oh, unfortunately. That's fine. I can drive this in. So again, like raw ulting here. Now the idea is that if you... Now what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to buy time for my set to get some use out of this too. So I'm going to drift this straight through. And now look, now my set is closer to me. We're going to do a fast combo right here. Actually, demon combo, this one. Fast combo into demon, get the 2-man fear. And it's crazy how unplayable this game is when you do stuff like that, right? Because demon combo is like the best thing that Briar has. People just aren't doing it. I don't think I'm going to let this guy glide. I'm thinking we're just going to handle him. Nice, that's huge. We're going to walk around here. 1. Nice. A big thing about killing Lulu there is not early W2. That's a lot of you Briars are early W2ing for no reason at all. Just because you know haven't given yourself the mental capacity to see your resource bar in that situation, so you're just using it to make sure that you aren't not using it. But it's something that just with a little bit of extra focus, you can just see that you have that bar. Alright, see now this is one of the games where I would buy serpents. Now me, I like to get a little crazy, so look what I do here, right? So this is one of the times where we're going to go straight through to Titanic, because Titanic makes serpents a lot better. Because, right, dealing an enemy champion reduces shields, right? Well, Titanic means that I'm hitting everyone, right? Most of the time I'm hitting everyone. So I think if you go, you know, Bork by Cleaver, realize that you're the best champion on your team to play Serpent's Fang, right? Or one of them, because Kaisa's okay at it. Then grab Titanic beforehand while you're snowballing. You're buying damage while you're snowballing, so it's going to be good, as long as you know, don't run it down. And then you have this Titanic Serpent's Fang value, which is like, ooh, you guys can't play. And all you lose out on is GA for 6 item, because you go Bork into Black Cleaver and Titanic Serpents, and then you have Sterix or Spear Visage, whatever you decide. And then you lose kind of like the combo, but you gain so much like potency of your just like your flat out your damage and your reduction towards them. Again, always grab a buff before Dragon, because you never know. So right here, like all my team blue buffed up. So that's good. Now we'll never, you know, miss out on resource. Always sweep when you're in the middle of the pit so you can see all of them. If there were to be. We can probably threaten Baron. I like doing Baron here because I've already cleared my jungle, right? So they're coming back up. So I'm not missing out. Like, let's say I go to Baron, we do like 45 seconds pivoting back and forth, enemy team, back and forth, you know, who's going to mess up, who's not, and then it turns out to be nothing. Well, my camps are respawning, you know, most of that time. So I'm not losing out on anything doing that. Whereas, let's say he has 2 camps up, then I got the better end of that stick. So we're going to do this. And basically what you do here is you just start hitting this, turn on rel engage. And what you do is once your rel goes in, you cast R. So I already know where I'm going to R. I just look at this guy, and I keep Baron's health on my screen, and I just look at my rel, right? And I don't even move my camera because that adds another element. When rel goes in, if it looks good, I go. And if not, we're fine. Right? If they don't play for that, oh well, we get a free Baron. I actually need a camp. So let's go over here. Get my Titanic working. Again, I think this build, the Bork plus Titanic, is best when you're snowballing. I don't like it when you know, I'm more even or behind. I prefer getting Steric Spear Visage ASAP because, dude, Plated Steel Caps, Steric Spear Visage carries Briar. Carries her. By the way, my farm is crazy this game. What's going on? Nice. So we have Dragon Soul, which effectively makes us win the game in 3 minutes. Until then, I'm going to look for some side lane plays, which is basically meaning I'm just going to stand on the set real quick. Let my team do their thing. This is already going to push for us. So hopefully my mid lane grabs this wave and then plays this wave too, and they just bounce back and forth. I hover set. Because we can 2v4 if we play it perfect, and they can 3v4. Now if they pull all 5, then we just get, you know, a huge win on side lane. Nice. This guy have tenacity? He's moving like he has tenacity. I'm fine. This damage doesn't even exist to me. Briar Q prioritization here. You would like to E into that, but I'm okay. I thought he would die, not gonna lie. Ooh, good fear. Wait, this actually turned out pretty good. I gotta do it. Thank you, my friend. Nice, that should be GG. Nice, there you go. I mean, that's kind of a perfect game. We got a good talk out of it, too. I don't think there's really more you can ask for. It's kind of just a perfect game. Nice. We show some damage off, too. Yeah, it was a perfect game. I don't know. Perfect, I don't know. We didn't die. Got most of the objectives. And, got to talk about ult, man, because, again, there's so much cope about this champ. It's disgusting. I don't know. Let's give it to Rel. Give it to Rel, man. Give it to Rel. Woo, I got a ward skin, guys. Am I lit right now? Nice. 1 honor is crazy. Damage, highest of the game. Damage taken, almost the highest. CC score, gold, we're up 3.4k. And that's GG.